Hello there. So, I don't know how long ago this was. A couple days ago is when it came out. 6 days ago was the video that I saw from Penguin Z0, like Moist Critical, that I discovered this from. So I don't know when this was. Probably a few days before he found it. Yes, Moist Critical is always super early with this kind of stuff. Well, either that or he's like years late. But there was in California a Kimberly Clark warehouse that was set on fire. And this was not a small fire, this was a fairly large fire by one of the employees who worked there. He literally recorded himself doing it. He walked in there with a lighter and just started setting stuff on fire in the warehouse. And he also, in the same video, revealed why he burnt the warehouse. He says, and this is an exact quote, because I just rewatched the video, excuse the language, this is an exact quote. He says, "All you had to do was pay us enough to fucking live." Those are his exact words. And I'm not defending his actions, but that's true. A lot of businesses do not pay people a livable wage anymore. Some businesses even pay below the minimum wage because they assume, this is mainly like restaurant stuff, they assume tips will take care of the rest. And that's wrong, but that does not excuse you burning a warehouse down. That was a fairly large warehouse, so it's going to take years to rebuild. People could have gotten hurt. I don't think, to my knowledge, no one was hurt, thankfully. But someone could have very easily been hurt. It's a fire, for crying out loud. He could have hurt himself in there. He was lighting it on fire from the inside. And on top of that, it's California. Wildfires start there very easily all of the time. So there's a million different things that could have happened that would have been really bad from this. And what's funny is people are actually supporting this. And you know what? I shouldn't even say it's funny. It's not funny. People are actually supporting this, saying, we're finally standing up to the big corporations. And it's like, brother, he's not actually helping his cause. Because it's Kimberly Clark. They're a really high-value corporation. They're just going to rebuild the warehouse. And they're not going to start paying people a livable wage just because one guy started walking around the warehouse lighting stuff on fire saying all you had to do was pay us enough to fucking live. That's not how it works. You cannot seriously expect them to actually do anything. They're gonna be like, well, we made someone angry. Screw him. He's in jail for the rest of his life now. Probably not for the rest of his life. Because no one died. No one even got hurt. But I imagine multiple years. It was arson. He's in jail for at least a few years. So why should they care? And also, to cover the cost of rebuilding this big warehouse, they're going to have to lay off people. So he's actually hurting his cause, if anything. Like, Kimberly Clark is not fazed at all, except for the fact that they have to spend the money to rebuild this. And again, they can just cover those costs by laying people off. So he's not actually doing anything to help the cause he was supporting by burning a warehouse to the ground. So what even is the point? There's no point in him doing this. I don't really have much to say about it. I just saw this and thought, someone needs to say something about this, because that I know of Moist Critical is the only one before me who has actually talked about this. And it's a big deal. A guy tried to burn a warehouse down. Like, dude, I get the frustration here. But if you're really that mad, there's a bunch of different things you could do. You could just get a new job that pays better. Like, I imagine if you're lifting heavy crap in all those warehouses, moving crap around, there's a million things you could do with your hands that you're strong enough to do that pay so much better than working in a warehouse. So just quit and find a better job if you're really that mad that you want to burn the warehouse. Like, that is not the solution to all your problems. You're accomplishing nothing. And also, if you're going to do this, why the heck would you record yourself doing it? You are literally putting evidence on the internet that you committed arson, which has a multiple year sentence. Like, are you insane? Like, do you want to get caught? Like, I suppose he thinks he's helping the cause. Well, actually, I'm 100% sure. He thinks he's helping the cause. And I just explained why. He is not helping the cause in any way, shape, or form. So, why? Why would you do that? Like, long story short, this guy's an idiot. That's all I really gotta say. And I feel bad for him because he makes a fair point. They don't pay these people nearly enough. But I also feel bad for all the people who were probably scared for their lives because he could have hurt them. Like, he could have killed multiple people. Like, hundreds. Because, again, this is California, I believe is where this was. And it was definitely in that area. So, like, wildfires start really easily over there. So, this could have been, like, Los Angeles all over again. Apparently, we're trying to start wildfires in California once a year now. So, that's about it for this one. I know it's a shorter one, but that's really all I gotta say. I just felt like this was something that needed to be talked about, so that's gonna be it for this video. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.